Hi everybody, hope everybody's keeping well, keeping safe. This is going to make a short video on alcohol detox and maybe what to expect from going into alcohol detox if anybody's going in there or thinking of going in. I went to, and I can only go off my own journey really. I can't say for sure. I'm sure all detox units may be slightly different wherever you may live. But I went into alcohol detox in 2007, November 2007, and I went in there for a month. I went to a place called Harvey House, which was really, really good. Now, the first thing that normally happens, well, what happened to me anyway, is you get to the detox unit, and obviously they welcome you in. They're really good, they're really fantastic. Where I went, make you a brew. Somebody briefs you up what's gonna go on during your stay. I mean, I was drunk when I got there, so it was kind of in one ear and out the other, really, to be honest. But normally, what they do is they will breathalyze you to see how much alcohol is in your system. This is to determine when to start giving you your Librium, which is a tranquilizer which suppresses the central nervous system, which then is designed to help you with any possible withdrawal symptoms. I mean, I was on the drink for 25 years, pretty much non-stop. Not many days at all, probably count on one hand how many days off, and that was only, free from alcohol. In that 25 years, I was drinking roughly, on average, it was worked out between 20 and 50 units a day. So by the time I got to the detox unit, my liver was quite, was in a bit of a state. But no, you'll go in, they'll get you a brew. They made me a brew, and like I say, they go over, I think what they do is go over what's going to happen, what they expect from you, and the rules, obviously, no drinking. So no, they breathalyze you to determine the level of alcohol in your system, which then determines when you can take your Librium, which they give you every day for 7 days. They give it you for 7 days, and they reduce the dose each day because, again, Librium's highly addictive. It's a tranquilizer. But for me, it did help with the withdrawal symptoms. I did still experience a little bit. Sweaty, shaky, the first couple of nights, certainly the first. But when you're in the unit, they come in and check on you through the night and everything. They're really good. So anyway, once you've been admitted, they take your bloods. The doctor takes your bloods because they send that away to see, obviously, what state your organs are in. They take your bloods, they show you to your room, and they basically introduce you to the rest of the house. And the next group that's scheduled, because you get a timetable, you'll be given a timetable, and you go to the next group and all the groups there on after straight away. If you can walk, certainly as far as where I went, if you can walk, you go in the group. That's the way it is, and it's a really good thing. Obviously, the day after is the first day when you wake up sober, and that's when you really find out what's going on, I guess. You're expected to go to breakfast. If you don't go to breakfast, they'll come and get you, even if you don't want any. You still got to go to your breakfast in the morning, and any other meal as well there on after. It's a communal thing. You will be allocated a job to do, so there's usually a community meeting every week, and you get issued with a job. My personal job was to hoover the rooms and the hallways. People get washing up jobs, duties, although you do tend to share some of that as well. People get ordering sandwiches, people, all various little jobs. So the likelihood is when you're in a detox unit, you could well get a job to do. I did, like I say, mine was hoovering rooms and hallways and stuff every morning. I think it was after breakfast. I used to do it. Something like sorry, lights got off. Every I think I did it every morning. If I can remember now, it's a while ago. And then you get a timetable and you have to attend groups. There has to be a really good reason if you don't. Maybe if you're ill or something like that, different groups, relapse prevention, relaxation groups, all sorts. You may be asked to do a life story, which you have to kind of present to the group. And the groups can be quite challenging, and you will be expected really to contribute to groups within that, in the detox unit. And to be honest, it's beneficial. And if anybody's going in there is due to go in, try and take as much as you can from each group, even if it's a small thing. Because the groups are really good, but they are compulsory. After 7 days, we was allowed to go off the premises in free time. You can't go after 7 days because of the Librium. So after 7 days you can go out, maybe to the shops or something if there's any shops nearby. Normally these detox units and rehabs are in pretty remote areas, but near me there was a shop, so where I stayed. Kind of a strange thing to do, strange feeling when you've been inside for a week and it's the first time you've been sober for a week for many, many years. It's a bit of an odd feeling. Kind of felt lightheaded when I first went out. But they will breathalyse you on the way back. Once you come back to the detox unit, sign in, they will breathalyse you. Obviously, for obvious reasons, because there's no alcohol allowed. And obviously defeats the object, and it's obviously to protect the other residents. Some detox units I do know, not specifically the one I went to, but sometimes they're quite specific on types of deodorant you're taking also. Some insist on just roll-ons and not aerosols. Where I went, you was alright, but I know of other detox units where you're not. Again, for obvious reasons. You generally get free time. There's usually we had a games room, there was a TV room, and you're encouraged to mix with the rest of the residents. But I really enjoyed it. It was really good. I really, really did enjoy it. Apologise actually for the TV. Forgot to turn it down. But no, I really enjoyed it. I got a lot from it. And I did after that was aftercare for another 12 months. It was day aftercare. I didn't go to a residential rehab. I was assessed to go in one and accepted, but I decided to go do it after a month in detox, come out and go and do the day care at my local services. For a simple reason is I'd already not seen my kids for a month, so I couldn't be doing with it for another couple of months. That'd have been 3 months in total if I'd have gone to a residential. And I believed in myself also. It was a bit of a risk, but it paid off. I've never drank since. And again, the same applies in aftercare. And then I did a further peer support as well in services. I found that really beneficial. One, you've still got access to support workers, and you're giving something back. But going back to the detox, the thing I would suggest, is give it your best shot, give it a go with an open mind, engage with it. engage as much as you can, and take something from each group. If even if it's something small, it's certainly the best thing I ever did. I've gone on to do other things since, even with mental health issues that I've got as well. But like I say, it's just about the alcohol detox. But no, so basically you'll get there, they'll welcome you in. You're more likely they'll give you the rundown of what's going to happen, the timetable, or what your bloods will probably be done. You will get breathalyzed. They will give you Librium to deal with the withdrawals for a week, for 7 days. I think sometimes as well, actually I forgot, they sometimes administer some vitamins as well as in injections, but I didn't have that. Strict rules, there has to be for structure. For a lot of us, we've never had structure, not for a good few years, so there will be structure. But we need that, because we need the structure to be able to try and implement that into our everyday once, and living with sobriety. It's not an easy journey. You've got to put a lot of effort in, but it can be done, and you have belief in yourself. If you don't work the first time, go again. It was my third time of asking, so third time lucky, I guess. I've been sober now nearly 11 years, so, and I've been educated at university. So no, it's certainly, if you are going to detox or thinking of going to detox, it is a quite a strict, structured regime, but very well worthwhile, and you will probably get a lot from it. But the main thing is engage with it, and if anybody is going, the best of luck. I thought I'd just make this video, maybe if anybody's, just to share my experience a little bit and maybe what to expect. So I hope this video's been of use, and thank you for listening, and feel free to comment. Please subscribe, and I'll speak soon. So thank you very much for listening, and bye for now.